Hi and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to focus on adding some assets to our project. And we are going to do this in two different ways. The first way is to get the assets from the asset store we need. And the second way is to migrate some assets from some other project. So the first thing I want you to do is to open up your project. And as you can see, by default, we are having this level loaded now. And currently it's quite boring because it's almost very empty, but we will design our level later on. So in the current Unreal version, I'm using 5.4.4. The asset store is really accessed by this fab. It says get content from fab. You should have this button here really, if you're using the same Unreal version as I do. Previously, you could access it from the Epic Games Launcher, going to the libraries or some other tab there, which directly led you to the marketplace. But now the marketplace is really accessed from here. So I'm going to click on Fab from the content drawer down here. And we're going to search for some assets we need for our project. I'm going to expand this window a little bit so you can see what's going on. And the first thing we need is a fence. I'm gonna filter on free also. Here you go, it says fence. I'm gonna use this one. It's quite simple and easy to use. So feel free to use any other one, but I recommend you going with the same. So I'm gonna click on this one and then add to project. All right, now you can see that I have a fab folder here and it says fence. All right, so let's go back. We will also need portal. So I'm gonna search for it. I personally like this one here, Magic Portal, so I suggest you go with the same. We will use this to create an actor, a portal actor, so the ball can really teleport from one location to the other, which will make the game much more fun. So I'm gonna click on Add to Project. This is a free asset. Everything we download is free. So now I have a fab folder here. It says Fence and Magic Portal. So doing that, we have two of our assets, but we need more. We need the actual ball, or should I say player asset, and that asset is really located in another project. So what you really need to do is, if I just show you, I'm gonna minimize this. I'm gonna go to, let's see, if I open up the Epic Games Launcher here, I'm gonna go to my library. If you click on launch for your version 4.2.7.2, I'm gonna minimize this. There is a template you can use. I'm gonna show you which one. When you launch 4.2.7, Unreal version 4, you'll get to this window, and I'm gonna click. You should click on Games here and click on Next, and you will see that you have several templates to choose from. We don't have these choices here in Unreal 5. These are only available in this version of the Unreal. So that's why I have this version also installed. So if you click on Rolling here, this is the template we are going to use. We're not going to use the actual project, but you need to still create this template so we can migrate some assets from it to our own project. So select Rolling, click on Next. And make sure you have blueprint selected, maximum quality, desktop console here. We don't need any starter content for this. And name your project and create it. I have already done this step, so I'm gonna click on cancel, but you please go ahead and create this project. And once this template project is created, please open it up. I'm gonna click on cancel here. So I'm gonna open up my template project, which I have already created. I'm gonna go to library. I've named it temple rolling here because it's a template. So your project should really look like this. All right. And as you can see, we have this ball here with a camera, and so this is an older version of Unreal Engine. But what we want to migrate from here is really the ball, because this will be our player for this project. So what I'm going to do is, if you look at the content drawer here, or content browser, you can see that I'm in a content rolling BP. I'm going to go to blueprints folder, and you can see that I'm having this physical ball BP. This is the player character we want. So in order to migrate this, you just right click on it and go to Asset Actions and select Migrate. And doing that, you will get a lot of options here, or you will get a lot of options in a way that you can select what you want to really migrate. Because this asset has dependencies, and based on those dependencies, you will also be able to import those other assets as well. For example, it's using materials, so therefore it will inform you that you should also migrate those materials. So there are some other stuff that are relevant to this asset, so everything is really shown here. So it's telling you that the following assets will be migrated to another folder. In this case, we want all of these checkboxes checked. So all you need to do is click on OK. And now it's asking you to choose a destination folder you want to migrate them to. And we want to migrate it to our own project in Unreal Engine 5. So I'm going to go back to Unreal Projects and find my Unreal Engine 5 project. I'll call it Ball Roll Udemy. And make sure to go into your project and select the contents folder. You cannot really select any other folder. You should always select the contents folder when migrating assets. If you choose any other folder, I cannot guarantee that things will go correctly. Okay? So always go for the content folder. So I'm going to click on select folder. And depending on how much assets you want to migrate, it might take a few minutes, but in this case, it just took 1 or 2 seconds. So it says migration completed. I'm just going to close this project now. We don't need it anymore. So let's check our project. And as you can see, in the Fab folder, we have all the assets we downloaded from the Fab Marketplace. And if you look at here, I have something called rolling. That's the materials and meshes for that asset we just migrated. And then I am having the rolling BP. That's the actual player we are going to use in here. So just double click to open it up, and you can see that we are having some default implemented code here. But we will do some changes to the code. For now, you don't need to do anything. We also need to set up input, which you will learn very soon. So for this lecture, we have currently imported all the assets we need. And what I think we should also do is to actually move those assets to our assets folder. So we organize our work. As you can see in the Fab folder, which was created by itself when we downloaded the assets, we have those assets here called Magic Portal and Fence. First off, I'm going to click on Save All to save everything. And then let's just move those assets to our assets folder. So I'm going to do that one by one. I'm going to click on Fence folder and drag it to the assets folder and click on Move here. Okay, here you go. Now we have the fence here. And let's now move the Magic Portal folder. I'm going to move it to the Assets folder and select Move here. Okay. And really, we could just delete this Fab folder. Now I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Let's do the others. We have the, let's see, Rolling and the Rolling BP. These could go in one folder, really. So maybe, yeah, maybe we could try to do that. So I'm going to create a new folder in the Assets folder. I'm going to call it Rolling. Let's see, we can call it rolling, maybe rolling assets, or rolling ball. It's really rolling ball, maybe sounds better. Anything related to rolling ball assets I will put in here. So I'm gonna just drag this rolling in here, move. Now I have the rolling here, and this is the rolling ball folder, and let's just drag the last one, rolling BP. I'm gonna drag it to the rolling ball folder and move here. Alright, so as you can see, now I'm having those two assets here. Rolling is just containing some materials and meshes, and the rolling BP folder has this blueprint. We could make this even look better. So what I'm gonna do is, if you go to rolling folder, let's see, I'm just gonna drag out this BP ball. I'm gonna drag it to the rolling ball folder here and click on move. So if you go to the rolling ball, you should have this ball here. And then we can just delete this rolling BP folder. Let's see, delete. Yes. Alright, so if I go to the rolling ball folder now, we have moved this to this rolling ball folder. We have the blueprint character blueprint file here, or this is really the ball blueprint file, and then we have the relevant assets. Here are the meshes, this is just a mesh, and here are the materials for that ball, as well as a physical material. So now that we have organized our work a little, we have the assets folder, we have the fence, we have the magic portal, and we have the rolling ball. I'm gonna delete this Fab folder, we don't need it now. It will be automatically created if we download anything more from the Fab store. Let's just delete it for now. Alright, so things are looking much better now. We have organized our work and downloaded some assets as well as migrated assets. And we will continue with this in the coming lectures. So thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.